In a world full of idiots, two men stand out among the rest. Those men are part of a special division known as the Special Dummies Unit. These are their stories. Oh, my Lord have mercy. We are back again to do some dumb stuff and talk a bunch of crap. We got a little bit different scenario going on today. We got Fred James over on the side over here.
What's up, everybody?
I got him his own camera, so that way, you know, he can feel important.
Fred, like our James.
Anyway, we got Heinzman is already, he watching on the YouTube.
What's up, Stay Puff Marshmallow Man?
We got a little bit different thing too today. It's not just the two of us. We have got a special guest that is going to pop in here in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mr. Gary and Tier. God bless. Hold on. Oh, I forgot.
Ooh.
And Heinzman still wants me to choke slam Fred, but that's what he always wants. What's going on, Gary?
I appreciate the warm reception from the invisible child crowd that you've got hidden somewhere in there. I'm a bit concerned about their well-being, but it's all right.
Well, I mean, Fred and all. And
I didn't give you an applause. I boo you.
I just seen in the comments, Derek Hutchins popped up. Anybody that don't know who that is one of my best friends in this world. We grew up together. And
yo, what's up, Derek in the house?
You're an idiot. But no, you get me and Derek talking, and all of a sudden our accents blend, and you can't tell who the hell's talking most of the time. Even Tab's like, which one of y'all said that?
Just a chorus of boomhowers.
And Jamie's switching daggum accounts where he's watching from. God bless, he's an idiot. I mean, he's awesome. We're also doing something a little different tonight. We are on the fan page. We are on my personal page. We are on YouTube. And we are also on Twitch. So anybody does, God damn. Anybody that does the Twitch stuff, I don't know much about it, but if you do Twitch, follow Special Dummies Unit on there. It's a little bit different avenue to try to branch out. So
in every episode, we're going to add a new person or a new way for people to take it in. Next episode, we're going to be streaming with PBS. After that, I think Fox News is letting us on, but I don't think that's going to last very long.
What's up? Fox News?
Okay. Next thing you know, it's going to be Nickelodeon.
I can see PBS because they'll put anything on the air. So
it's public.
Yeah, like what I saw last night after midnight on PBS, which I'm not going to discuss it on here.
PBS? No, you were watching Cinemax. Okay, that's where they have the softcore porn.
This is
Gary,
so dated already.
Gary, as I told you before, when Fred gets onto this, he acts like he's on crack. Excuse me, but Fred is too fat and poor to be on drugs. So
I am not. I say I'm.
So you just admitted you're on drugs.
I'm fluffy.
You're on drugs,
fat.
ain't you? You been doing drugs?
This ain't the movie Lean on Me.
Why are you yelling? Why
Count down from 10, Fred.
Okay, but I do got something I want to pop in here. Gary, and you'll appreciate this. Let's see. No, wrong damn thing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a quick video of Mr. Gary and Tier.
Oh, yeah, I can't watch. Yep.
Okay, so that's one of my favorite all-time videos right there.
The instant you said you had a video of me loaded up, I knew exactly what it was going to be.
I remember that we were that was in Hot Springs, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Everybody told me immediately what was going to happen, and I actually cleared it. It was my pants that didn't clear it. But
I'm glad you said pants and not wiener because we try to keep it PG-13 around here, and everybody knows that wouldn't catch on it. Never mind. I'm not.
I did imagine a scenario where my pants just like caught it only, and then I just fall down with my pants coming down, and then.
Okay, all of a sudden the chat just went nuts.
Okay.
Derek said, "What's up, Fred?" Here, we're gonna show that. But what up, Fred? Right here, I hear Garen is gonna be at OCW. Yes, you get to bring yourself to OCW. I don't even know how to term that.
No yelling at me.
That's simply a vicious rumor, and it's also true.
Especially since they already announced it.
Yeah. Might be a bit of a problem if I said no.
Sam Gregory, he comes to the Vino shows. He asked if we've seen Cocaine Bear yet. I personally have not.
Yet.
You don't have to yell.
We are close.
Fred, you have to yell louder for every person that joins the stream. A little bit louder. So they can all hear
not
you.
Fred twitching. Hey, Remy, my buddy Remy said that happened to him in 2018. I think he's talking about the pole jump.
Yeah, probably.
If it was me in 2018, that was probably a pole dance. Never mind.
Hey, Gary, you almost killed yourself jumping over that pole, and I almost killed myself on a merry-go-round in Tuckerman. I realized that I was too old for that.
But we need footage of it, Fred. That's where
no.
That's how you make money on the internet.
Hey, is that why you poor?
He just called you
probably.
Poor. He's trying to use my jokes against you.
Hey, I'm not poor. I got $1 in my pocket. I'm not poor.
Fred,
I
can get KT to send me like 10 hairline jokes, and then I'm just gonna run wild on you.
Rich Rockwell said, "What's up to everybody?"
Rich?
Hi, Rich. Long time no see.
Wow. Okay, I got my first Twitch comment.
Hey.
First one ever. Velvet Santa. My stripping song would be "Floors in the Hole of Heaven." Just as that's what.
Wow.
Oh wow!
The holes of heaven.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not gonna.
I feel like I should be. Where is this?
Heisman, I am not putting your YouTube quote up on here. Hell with it. I'm gonna do it anyway. You also killed that woman in New Orleans. All right, I gotta hide that real quick before Facebook bans me.
Now we're gonna connect Fred to some unsolved murders.
Yeah, so anybody that's watching for the first time, like I said, we try to keep it kind of PG-13. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Just try to keep it clean in the comments. Just have fun. Any questions you got to ask, just ask. Like right here. How you been, bro? Oh, I'm good. Yeah. So
on my end, the surgery went well. I have now 2 cyborg legs, so I'm doing pretty good.
Heisman, all I can tell you is hide the body.
What? Dude, you got to watch what you say, man.
Oh,
I ain't getting in trouble.
Excuse me.
Hi, Sammy. Little Miss Sammy.
Hey, Sammy. How you doing, girl?
Hello.
You don't know who she is.
No,
She's
I know.
The Hope area.
I'm just
the
trying
show
to be friendly.
down in Hope.
Oh,
that felt good.
My God. We don't have Fred's ass hooked up to a mic, do we?
Oh, God. Okay. So don't get in an argument with your toaster, Garian. Because you're a cyborg legs. Velvet Santa. You could use the bike legs like Luger used his arm plate.
Wow.
Not a bad idea. I did have an idea once about a loaded knee trembler where I would have like an iron bar in my leg and then knee trembler people with it and then pull the bar out as like a thing.
Oh, this is the most true fact or statement I've ever read right here. Fred looks like he's really been eating some cookies. She just called you fat.
I don't know who you are, and I don't know where you at, but I will find you.
You know who that is. That's Amber.
Oh, Amber. Oh, I got you.
Is that a good got you or a bad got you?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Daniel Lopez. I have a question. There's my question. That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
What's up, Danny?
I learned to punctuate.
Yes.
Gerald Jones. How does it feel to be the first in Arkansas to unify? I think there's been other places that have unified belts and stuff like that. But this is David, not Draven right now. Draven is under medication. So what we got here? I wonder if anyone has ever used a shake weight. I think I've actually seen some matches with that when it was popular.
They thought I had a shake weight, but it was actually there was a problem going on. I can't talk about it. I'm under an NDA on that one.
Oh Lord! All right, so we got the comments are going off like crazy. That's why we hadn't really got to the main thing. We was going to ask you a few questions, Gary, and dealing with your whole wrestling deal and all like that.
I don't do well under pressure, but I'm ready for your questions.
Well, I'm about to create a diamond, boy. What actually inspired you to get into wrestling?
So I have my earliest memory. Eminem.
Let him talk. Quit cutting him off.
So my the first thing that I ever saw in wrestling that I can remember really making me really bringing me into it was I was catching Ministry. I started watching WWE right around the time Ministry of Darkness Undertaker was taking place, and I was enraptured by just the scale of his entrances, which is you see that kind of coming back now a lot. I guess with Triple H running things in WWE of just big entrances, big characters. And something about the Undertaker. I was always I was a goth kid on the inside kind of guy. I didn't dress up, but I like goth kid things, I guess. And so yeah, it was the Undertaker. I remember specifically it was the Undertaker versus the Godfather, and the Godfather tried to offer up some of his ladies to the Undertaker, and interestingly enough, he did not accept.
I remember that moment.
Which it would have been really funny and some interesting character development if Taker did take the ladies, but it didn't go that way. So, but yeah, I saw that. It was specifically Kane, the Undertaker, and Mankind that I all found very, very interesting, and that's what kind of I watched a lot of WCW at the time too, but I was definitely more of a WWF kid at the time. But it was that. Seeing that and seeing that incorporated acting and athletic competition of combative nature. I'm trying to make it sound fancy and artistic, but all
Dude,
that
ain't your gig, man. Don't just be you, man. Just be you. Just less swear words.
I'm good with words, I promise.
Hey, Dakota, I'm not ignoring your comment there. I personally didn't get to watch AEW last night.
What's up, Dakota? It was good.
He's asking, thoughts on last night's AEW. I can't really comment on it because I didn't watch it. I was doing some other stuff, trying to get stuff situated for this right here.
It was pretty weird. So there was something called autoerotic asphyxiation going on. It's a new gimmick for John Moxley. It's very outgoing, I think.
Oh my Lord, you're retarded. I gotta cover your face. Hold on. I just gotta cover your face. Good God Almighty! Oh Lord! Oh man! All right, so what? How long have you been wrestling now? I can't remember.
So it's technically 4 years, but unfortunately, COVID is right in the middle of that. So it's more like 3.5, but it's coming up on April. It'll be 4 years.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I couldn't remember. Since you've been wrestling, who's been the biggest influences on your career? Like major stage standpoint.
Oh, people that I've watched that kind of influenced my style.
Yeah.
Uh, I find myself subconsciously lifting a lot from Kevin Owens. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like there's a lot of similarities, just in kind of how he carries himself and his character. So in terms of that, in terms of like character, I find myself influenced by him. John Moxley is another big one. Um, I'm still a CM Punk guy. I know that's ever growing controversial to say, and I was back and forth on it myself, but I'm a CM Punk guy still. In terms of like my in-ring style, though, it's a little bit different. I love Finley. I'm a big Finley guy. I love Finley so much. Finley, it's almost old hat now to bring up William Regal, but I don't care. I love William Regal. CMO. Some guy named Phil Brooks. He likes Pepsi.
I'll be honest though. A lot of times when I'm watching you, I see a lot of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's another big one.
Kurt
yeah.
Angle mixed with Crispin.
Crispin. Yeah.
Last name Wah.
Steven Richards. I don't even remember where that started, the whole Steven Richards being him meme, but yeah. Steven Richards. I'll show you. You'll see.
Jesus.
I liked his music. Also, too, if you get DDP Yoga, he's like one of the guys on there. Sometimes he'll do like it's like a introductory course before you do like the real DDP Yoga. It's Steven Richards. Fun fact.
You got to go through the bland to get to the good. Oh, did I say that?
I liked Dr. Stevie. Thank you very much. It was an underrated character, I thought.
Hey, in all honesty, Right to Censor won the war. So for a while at least. But and I promise people in the comments and all, I'm not ignoring comments. I'm just letting them get a little bit in. So
gotta get my skin in.
You watch your mouth.
I censored myself, sir.
I forgot where my camera was at for a second. I'm looking at the screen. The camera's right here. Like Fred looking at the screen. Camera's over there.
You think it'll make people uncomfortable if I never break eye contact with Taylor for the rest of this? Like,
oh God Almighty!
I want the show to get big enough so that somewhere out there, like while you're streaming, there's a couple of people like enjoying the show a little too much, if you know what I'm saying. And so, like, I really want to give them something to go on here by not breaking eye contact.
You're a freaking idiot. Professional weirdo. That's why I put that under your name there. Oh Jesus! Now I done lost all my train of thought. Okay, I got
all the questions.
I don't have anything wrote down. Okay, because I did this for a while, but I had a notebook with a lot of those questions in.
Don't worry, I'll remember the match. I'll remember the finish. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Give us your weirdest PG-13 road story.
Oh my God. One that immediately comes to mind is William Blackwell. So
oh Lord.
I don't know. This isn't too embarrassing of a story, and he's doing really good right now, so he can take this hit. We decided we didn't want to do a hotel room, so I was with the storybook Prince Gaston and William Blackwell. They were coming back from a show in Georgia. I think it was Coastal. And so we didn't want to do the hotel. So 6 hours of driving for myself and Gaston. And I'm at the end of my 6. I'm exhausted. And then suddenly I hear Will, who's I think been asleep the whole time, pull over. I'm going like 85. And the way he said pull over was the kind of pull over where you've got 25 seconds to stop before something bad happens. So it's one of the, I hit the brakes and the car's just, the whole way. Like I'm really trying to not die.
Like when you hit the little bumps on the side of the road.
You hope that it's not like critters underneath your tire when that happens. And I get over to the side of the road and the poor guy fires like chicken out of his nose.
Oh God.
And so like he gets back into the car and I felt so bad for him, but he had like a little bit of chicken like here for a bit, like just kind of resting under his nose. So he had probably had to smell the chicken.
Oh my God. That's not funny. That's just gross, dude.
That's where my stories tend to go, I think.
One of my favorite ones, and you remember the days when we'd always bunch of us after show we'd stop at IHOP in Searcy.
Yes,
those were always interesting times. Like the time Texarkana Jones fell asleep across the chairs. Were you there with us on that one?
I might have not been there on that one. I think I came in a lot.
No, you'd remember this. He fell asleep across like 4 chairs, and so everybody started sitting stuff on him. So by the time we were getting ready to leave, he had like 6 cups, a stack of plates. I think there was a mozzarella stick across his nose. And oh my Lord. And we go outside and we'd always stand around talking afterwards and like that. And it ended up being just me, Tab, and Ray Ray. And all of a sudden this guy comes walking by just out of nowhere. And he walks by me and Ray. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, man? And he gets about 20 feet past us, and all I hear is, "What's up? What's up?" He starts cussing us, and starts talking about my bag is leaking. My bag is leaking. Put some salt on it. And I'm just being the dummy. I'm just like, well, there's salt in the IHOP, but. Like literally, this crackhead wanted to fight us, and all he did was walk by us. And I kept Ray started to go after him. I just grabbed Ray. He's little, so I just grabbed him, kind of held him there. I'm like, nah, you don't know what he's got in that bag. You might end up with some freaking gonosyphilitis or some crap, from just touching him, But dude, that right there, for some reason, that always stood out to me. Just like, good Lord, that was ridiculous.
Well, sir, from your disposition, I think you've had plenty of salt. A good day.
Right here, I feel like Vino's Restaurant should get a weekly TV deal if y'all start doing shows weekly. Oh yeah, it's definitely been packed out. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I don't know if we could do that type of show weekly, though. We'd get wore out quick, especially with that crowd.
That's definitely a show that I really, once I'm more into the swing of things, so that's definitely a show I'd like to be a part of. So,
daggone well you would be. Yeah. I'm surprised no wrestler has had a Waffle House brawl yet. That wouldn't surprise me.
So I feel so bad because I cannot remember the name of their tag team, but there was a tag team when Livewire was still a thing out in Augusta, Georgia.
I remember Will telling me about this.
Yeah, they did the Waffle House thing.
Yeah, their tights was like the Waffle House menu or
That's
something.
Right.
Oh man, that is just epic.
I really hope that their tag finisher was called Smothered and Covered, but I
Oh God, I almost died just then. Oh Lord, have mercy. Well, we're gonna take a little break kind of thing here. I posted on our fan page that if anybody wanted to promote or put something out there, that's got going on, I would put it in the show. And got thinking about it. July 1st in Little Rock. I believe it's going to be at the lot again. Battle of the Catalina Wine Mixer Part 3. I've got a little video excerpt here. We're going to play it right now.
Fly away, fly away. 体中に広がるパノラマ顔を蹴られた地球が起こって火山を爆発させる溶けた氷の中に恐竜がいたら玉乗りしこみたいねチャラヘチャラ何が起きても気分を
Yeah.
胸がパチパチするほど騒ぐ元気がチャラヘチャラ頭から棒の方が夢詰め込めるチャラヘチャラ笑顔ウルトラ Z で今日もアイアイアイアイアイ
Go away.
Yeah.
So, knowing the guy that put that together, that music had to be some nerd stuff. I don't know what it is.
I could tell you immediately what that was. That was the Dragon. That was the original Dragon Ball Z theme. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the lady who does the voice will be there Sunday. And-
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, Capel comment.
Think about making some McDonald's gear. I ain't gonna make no jokes about that.
You get a sponsorship, you'll be ahead of the game.
I'm loving it.
All right, Velvet Santa. Is it cool to promote the Crash Cast on YouTube?
Yeah, just
Oh,
not on
is
this
this-
show.
Is that the Crash Cast podcast? Because
It's
Velvet Santa, I don't know who you are by the name on here. So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, I think
Promote
it's
away.
it's like a podcast, and they're like super fans of the Crash Test Dummies. Very well known for their
Oh,
song.
That's Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Sam. So, Crash Cast podcast. He comes to the Vino shows and whatnot. Right there, YouTube Crash Cast. Yeah, anybody that wants to promote anything on here, be my guest. We are all about supporting everybody.
If you got an OnlyFans, let me hear it.
Oh my Lord, Fred, did we make a mistake bringing him on here? Golly, right here. Broken ice cream machine is going to be the name of the finisher for Cedric from now on.
Not bad.
You'll meet Cedric tomorrow at OCW.
He's a big boy.
I wasn't going to say that.
I know that he is a large man.
All right. So Velvet Santa, real name is Sam. And his is only Sam's. It's been the OnlyFans. All right. So, Cedric, you are that big. You are that big. Just picking, man. Just picking.
Just messing with you, Cedric.
Darren Brown, support my OnlyFans.
What's up, Darren?
Dude,
Only if your entrance theme is playing the entire time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, being in the locker room with you, I didn't seen enough of that chocolate chip ass. I don't need to see no more of it. I got it for free.
Curtis, we're gonna get that match, man. We were supposed to have a match at SCW a couple months ago, and stuff had to get changed around. Card subject to change, but we're gonna get that match somewhere, man. I really want that.
Like somebody that was supposed to go against a certain somebody and didn't do it.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, that's part of. I'm don't want to get into personal stuff too much, but that was I'm very happy about things here in the near future because I think I'm getting back into the swing of things. I can actually apply myself all the way, hopefully. So less of that in the future. Less of that happening.
So since you've been doing this now, what's your favorite match you've ever had?
It's right now. It's a very close 1-2. There's three. There's three good ones. You said one match. I'm gonna give you three. In terms of, so there's two that are really good. I felt like because they were the culmination of, not necessarily culmination of storylines, but they were some of my favorite storylines that I was at. The first one I'll bring up is the second of the AWO championship trilogy that I had with now going by Drayshawn Prince. That was the one that, so our first match, we broke the ring and and I won the AWO title in that. And so the second match was my first defense against Drayshawn. And it was just one of those nights where everything clicked. There was also my favorite live promo took place before that match. So there's that. There is my match at ASWF against Gaston. I had recently turned on him after we lost the tag team championships to Excalibur and Jake Black. No, we lost our opportunity to fight for the tag titles to them because we'd already lost the belts.
Right.
And so I turned on him and I hit him with a belt and choked him out with the belt, beat the hell out of him.
I remember that.
And you almost lost your voice.
At the end of every night at ASW, I start sounding like Jake Roberts.
Oh, trust me, I get it because this is regular voice, and then when I get into that mode, it starts to get a little bit of a lot of growl.
I do a lot of screaming and yelling for some reason, but that was another one that went really well. I remember I thought I was being slick. I thought I was going to motivate him by saying, "Hey, there's a bunch of people in the back that say you're not going to do all this stuff that I'm wanting to do." And so I felt like I was using that to kind of talk him into a bunch of stuff. But we went out all out on that one. There was like a second row pile driver, so that one got pretty crazy. And then the third one, I'm very proud of just because there wasn't much of a story to it, but what we were able to do with the crowd, and I felt like it's up there with my best in-ring performances. I think it's my only singles match against this person too. William Blackwell at RWE. There was a storyline thing that happened right before our match, and I felt like the way things had happened that it was taking away from us. So I didn't have a microphone, but I didn't need one. Myself and Blackwell were already in the ring, and I felt like the attention needed to be redirected back to us. So,
I remember that there was a big ordeal in the crowd and stuff. Like
there was. So I kind of took reins of things and brought the attention back to us, and then we had, in terms of just hard hitting, good snug working. That's like in terms of in ring, it's either the second of the AWO title matches or that match in terms of I feel like my best in ring performances. But man, Blackwell, and I'm sure you're of a similar mindset, tends to bring out the best of anybody he's in the ring with.
Oh yeah, easily.
In my opinion, he is the best wrestler in Arkansas right now. And there's a lot of guys. There's a ton of guys that I respect and I think they're up there. But top of the mountain,
complete wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got the technical. He can, he's got the character now.
He's found himself
can do
that character.
Well, and what's cool about him is he can do a serious match and then turn around and do comedy shtick,
Absolutely.
and it's a seamless transition, So yeah, definitely. Oh.
And you consider his experience too. He's not done it a whole lot longer than me. I don't think. Maybe I'm trying to remember. He might be at 6 or 7 years at this point.
Something like that. Yeah.
His body's going to tell him he's been 20. His body's telling him he's done it for 20 years. But he's amazing. If anybody knows anything about professional wrestling, they would want him as a part of their promotion.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, he's the champion over at SCW now.
That's right.
He's on Chaotic Kingdom. He's on a regular basis.
That's right.
I know it's one of the Sherwood shows.
Yeah, they had Dr. Tom Pritchard there.
Okay, yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing the Vino shows regularly too.
Yeah. What? I'm hurt. Why are you hurt? He said, ouch.
As I said, there's tons of guys that I think are up there in terms of people I would love to mention in terms of like the best wrestlers in Arkansas. I could go on and on. Curtis Dawn, K. Toomer, Gaston, Tyler Knight is a very technically sound wrestler. I'm not sure about that Draven Morrow guy.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks. He garbage.
He screams a lot.
Kind of like somebody in the microphone.
Yeah. Me.
He screams a lot.
Here's what I think of Fred.
That sounds more like a riot than anything else.
Yeah, and then I want to do this. Slap
that one.
Hey, you want to see Fred hit the floor? Oh yeah, we're in the country. It'd be more like shotguns.
The neighbors and their guns.
Guns in Arkansas?
Sorry.
The neighbors.
What?
Oh, the ones back behind us? They'll be shooting during the day or something. I don't ever hear them because I leave before the sun comes up, and I get home when the sun's coming down. So most of the time they're already inside.
You're mostly deaf too, so there's that going for you too.
That is a very true fact. Anybody that's ever been in the ring with me knows that son of a bitch can't hear for nothing.
Oh, see, I knew I was going to do this when I was mentioning my favorite wrestlers in Arkansas. I would mention Dre Sean Prince too. You see, I'm horrible. I have a horrible memory, so like I know there's people that I think highly of that I'm going to forget to have mentioned. So I thought I'd throw that.
Well, that's like me personally. When it comes to being in the ring and stuff like that, you got certain guys you have good chemistry with, so it makes them feel like they're on that higher level because you can work so easily with them,
That's actually where I'm at with Dre Sean. I mean, he's already excellent. He's doesn't have a whole lot of bad matches for what I've seen, but that's somebody that I just...
Yeah, don't ask him that. He'll tell you they're all garbage.
Oh, man. And a little bit of that is good so that you always want to improve, but yeah, man, he's better than he realizes.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And he's putting it in the gym too, so he's becoming a swole boy. So we'll see that.
he was already heavy as hell. Now it's gonna be muscle instead of fat. Going to pick him up like, God dang it!
Got lead in his ass.
There goes my back. Back in my day, we didn't have to body slam nobody. We just punched them and they bumped. What? Yeah.
I'd be lucky if somebody bumped off my punches. Come on.
No, like me personally, like I always really enjoy being in the ring with Will as well. Most of the time we just go out there and just beat the hell out of each other. I mean, it's same thing with Josh Cross. I mean, I've worked with him so many times that we don't have to say a word. We just do. We just do things, and
that's the way it is. That's where I feel like that's at least from what I've the experience that I have so far is that I know I'm clicking with somebody when there's not a ton of in-ring communication going on.
Right. There's one of my favorite matches years ago. One of the first times I went to Hoxie. They put me and Josh were in like mid card, something like that, and man, we just went out there and just did a whole bunch of dumb stuff. Never, nothing was ever called or anything like that. My favorite thing, we went to tie up, and he turns and ties up with the referee. I'm just like, what are you doing? I pull him off. He punches me. I mean, I don't know why. It was just hilarious.
That reminds me of a Owen Hart story that I heard.
Austin Stowers. I want to wrestle Will so bad. Boy, he would tie you up in little fat Austin? Donut knots.
See, he put 4 O's on that so. I feel like there's a little something sexual going on there. But and that
take your shirt off, Fred. Take your shirt off. It's cold out here, Brian. Yeah, I agree with Darren. Right here. Keep it on, Fred. Keep it on, Fred.
I think you need to poll the viewers now on whether or not Fred keeps his shirt off.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. No. Let me go here. Okay, I think I can do that, but I don't know exactly how. I'll have to look more into that, but yeah, we can do crap. Where'd my stuff go? There it goes. We can do like a actual poll and people could vote on it. I think I have to set that up beforehand though. I'm not sure.
You got lucky, Fred.
No, I didn't get
That's
lucky.
A long comment. Oh yeah, man. No, I don't know what had going on that night, man. I had something. I don't know. There was something going on with my stomach. Now I got dehydrated and whatnot. It was a rough night. But yeah, that just happens often because I'm old and fat and out of shape. So that's why you think I'm so slow in the ring. I didn't all right, punch. I'm staying here for a minute, catch my breath because that just took it all out of me. Big boot. Oh crap! There went my hip.
Tell them you're working the crowd. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh Lord! I wish I had more videos to be able to play on this. We had a few people talk about it, but I didn't. Nobody sent me anything really. But
that's stay tuned for you. He's going to be the one that takes advantage of that opportunity. He's in terms of like getting your stuff out there, that he's top of the game with that stuff.
Work the crowd, Fred. Work the crowd, Fred. Come on.
I will tell you. I think in terms of crowd reception, though, that's probably the loudest pop I've ever heard in a match that I've been a part of. Was Fred pinning me for the tag team championships.
Right. I mean, yeah, definitely. That crowd went freaking nuts.
It was, and the great thing was that we, when I say we, it was definitely Gaston leading the charge on that of getting that to happen.
Yeah,
But
that
that
stupid
was
freaking John. Thank you. Oh yeah, I remember that. At one of the shows, Fred came out with Austin and Caden. Austin and Caden are the scallywags at OCW,
I
the
remember
Pirates. Army Bucko.
That was a fun. That was an awesome moment.
Oh yeah, because especially you got Fred, and then at OCW, Austin is one of the most over baby faces there. I mean, that dude, like, he could go out there and fart in the ring, and they'd be like, "Yeah!" He'd go out there and punch a baby, and they're like, "Punch that baby again." I think the only way anybody could ever turn him heel is if he was to go out there and beat up that guy.
Fred's really good for crowd sympathy. He really is. That's why I really love
Fred he makes it easy to be a heat magnet dealing with Fred. So
the entrance that you had Fred with FGA at the first wine mixer, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the stuff of legend.
Dude, at the end of it though, him doing the confetti cannon right in Sleazy's face. Like, God,
he spooted all over Sleazy.
Dude, when he hit that stunner, anytime he hits somebody with a stunner during a show, man, it's usually the best reaction out of everybody, you know.
X always want me to be anytime with him. He wants me part of it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it on here because he stays in character the whole time, you know. So remind me to tell you something later. Simi, when's your next show? This Saturday at OCW in Hoxie, Arkansas.
I will be making my OCW debut against Bruce McGowan, the Warwolf, and
just don't. Hey, when you come out, don't look at me.
You'll be the one he goes to first.
Don't yell at me.
When is Fred going to wrestle again?
Fred's a prize fighter. You got to give him a prize. That man's here for the big paychecks.
Yeah, 3 action figures and a Hot Wheel. and they don't even have to be the elite action figures. They can be the basic ones.
It's like a weird bootleg. It's like Kurt Angle's head on Kamala's body. You're like, what the hell is that?
He'd be part of the Blue Nation. He tagged with Big Sid and Azul Tormenta.
That would be the most interesting segment ever.
Oh, Lord. And then phone up Blue Media and bring him in. He's probably not.
At least it's not a Matchbox car. Now Fred would be good with one of the dollar store cars. Like the wheels don't roll all the way. There's it's bent and everything like that.
Got lead in it.
It's not even like an actual car. It's like a Volkswagen F312 or some shit like that.
Speaking of Hot Wheels,
showing off your car knowledge here.
Speaking of Hot Wheels, I got 2 Ghostbusters Hot Wheels, which was really cool to find.
And they're covered in slime. Oh, wait. Never mind. Anyway, PG-13.
I need to find more of them, but Walmart, they normally don't even have any Ghostbusters Hot Wheels anymore. Yeah.
Hey, Sid wants you to do your dance, Fred. Dance for the camera, boy. Dance. Come on now. Do the Fred dance. That was dumb. You're not going to dance?
No, I'm not dancing.
He don't feel like stripping right now. If it was just him and Gary, boy, he'd be all about it. If Brian was here, he'd be all about it too.
Let's not talk about
Brian once told me he wanted me to build a tiny home in front of my house so he could live next to Fred.
He's 100% serious too.
I know he is. That's the bad part about it.
Why we gotta put this on camera?
Yeah, because it's the truth.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe right after this so that Brian can finally live right next to you.
What we got here? What we got
I
here?
mean, you're gonna have a problem.
My favorite thing is watching their wrestle pages and hitting them when they cuss. It's a family friendly show. I have done that multiple times.
Yeah, because OCW,
No swearing.
OCW is supposed to be a family friendly show. Yeah, that's out the water.
Brian said, and Tab. Not me, just Fred and Tab. So. Or Walmart had an AEW Cody Rhodes figure on clearance, and they had a ton of them too. Fred said, "Get him one."
Yeah, get me one.
You're only I love this smoke and mirrors
Are
thing.
you ever gonna come back to Hope? Eventually. Right now, I'm pretty much I'm booked solid through July. And
Look at
honestly,
you.
if I wanted to be, I could be booked solid as long as I wanted to be. OCW is using me quite a bit. They
Look
run,
at Kevin
run
Nash over here.
Yeah, they run every week. So I mean, I pretty much got a spot there as long as I want it.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes figure, they already got Series 101, which is really cool, and it comes with the belt. I just had to bring that out there. They just made Series 100. Now they got
Do it with me.
101.
No, you're supposed to be wagging the finger, not trying to play with the camera, you dummy.
No, this is so I got it like on a big Bob Backlund kick. That's when I started doing the chicken wing.
Oh
And
yeah,
whenever-
yeah.
He would point at the camera with his big, weird, crooked ape finger and just kind of stick it in there. And then he'd start talking about, I have never eaten marijuana. I loved old crazy Bob Backlund. It should have been on longer than it was.
Fred, he's asking what belt.
His
Cody.
white belt. The white belt he
The
gets-
Intercontinental
No,
belt?
the white
Or
belt that he wears.
Oh,
around
the
here.
weight belt, not
The
a
weight
championship,
belt.
not a
I mean
championship
the
belt.
weight belt that he wears.
Not a championship belt, the
And
weight
it
belt.
comes
I'm
with
waiting
that.
for that to happen where somebody catches his weight belt and then they take it back to their own promotion. And then that becomes a championship at their promotion. Just the weight belt they caught. Is that a thing that's happened?
No,
Okay.
no.
I was like, what?
Hey, we only
The Cody Rhodes championship.
we only have what?
I want a match with Tab.
Ooh,
She would murder you.
I have
she's
I
got
want-
one of the,
I want a match with you. I would murder you.
She's got one of the stiffest.
he was sending that to
clotheslines.
Fred. Cedric was sending that to
Oh,
Fred.
okay. That's for Fred. Dude, this
No,
is. I'll be honest with you, Gary, and I'm glad you came on here, and I'm glad we're able to do it like this. Dude, this is like one of the most interactive episodes we've done so far. A lot of comments. The viewership has stayed kind of up on the. I mean, not like super high, but it's higher than what it normally is. I get a lot of people that watch it after the fact, but like the live feed is going good. We're almost an hour in.
Yeah, tier is number one.
I wanna with Fred. You want a what?
Whoa!
He really, really, really wants to ziggy zigga out.
That's the other scallywag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's up?
I thought that was Patrick Mahomes. That was
What's
a
up,
impression for a second.
Oh yeah, he could be Patrick Mahomes. He loves.
I
to
need a
cheat.
one-on-one with David. David don't wrestle. I don't wrestle. I'm just David.
He can't do his boss character down there because this is.
They have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
We don't discuss that stuff.
Oh.
We don't discuss the pre.
The before
Wrestling.
times.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
BC before Cataclysm.
Okay, match, I think. Okay, so he's talking about a match. All right, so I love seeing this comment right here. Big Boss talking about Boss. Man, I miss you, dude.
What's up, boss?
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
I
miss
very
you.
much appreciate that. I still never got that match with you though. I never got to eat that big boot, but like in little segue stuff. But man, yeah, I really wish I wish you was down here, dude. What the hell? Okay, Cataclysm. That might be like a once a year thing. Once a year thing. Okay, that's like a Demon Balor type scenario.
Yeah.
So, that mask does not fit as well as it used to. My beard got bigger. Gained a lot of weight right here. So.
Ain't that a bitch? All the weight went right to the face.
Wow.
Right.
That's why I have a beard, so you can't see it.
Now you have a beard to cover up that ugly face.
Oh,
So
that's it. That's a little fun thing for viewers to go and find is the match where I'm dressed as Mario.
Oh, the Mario Brothers, dude.
Is that's
that
the
was
only
the
match?
Greatest thing ever.
That's the only match I've ever had where I don't have a beard. I actually shaved my beard.
That is one of my favorite moments.
Dude, that was so good. Like I think you got pissed off or something like that and kicked the guardrail or something.
I did, and I actually hurt my foot because I meant to hit it with like the end of my foot so it didn't hurt so bad. And no, I just the top of it right against the rail because I'm a smart person who does smart things.
And that was Gaston had on the Luigi outfit, but it was like booty shorts.
He cut up the sleeves. He cut the sleeves and the legs. It was perfect. It was exactly what it needed to be.
Dude, talking about Mario, one of my favorite Halloween shows. It was at RWE. It was a costume battle royal. And Action Jackson goes out dressed as Mario. Something happens. He gets eliminated or something like that. He goes back to the back, and you hear like when Mario eats the mushroom, or whatever, and K Toomer comes out dressed as Mario. I was like, oh my God, that was so great. Hey, got a question for you here. You have custom entrance music, or do you use a popular song?
So I have been thinking about custom music, but as of right now, my theme it's one of I can't quit my theme. It's so good.
I love your music.
It's the name of the song is Rampage, and the artist is Kavinsky. He's I want to say he's like a Russian like EDM guy, but yeah, he remixes a old Dragon Ball theme on the subject of Dragon Ball Z, and so that's what that is. But I would be in the market of something similar along those vibes. Definitely something with synth in it. I think that's good for my entrance music. There is a song in my back pocket too that's also
it's
licensed.
Literally in your back pocket.
I'm saving it for a special, literally. But there is a special occasion song too. For I have been babyface at plenty of places, but I want to use this. I don't know, maybe if I ever turn babyface somewhere, to kind of signify that there's a change, is where maybe I would get to use this theme.
Well, I actually just changed my music for the first time in like 7 years. Like I've done different versions of it, but it's been that same
Cry Little Sister
remix, but I've mixed it a little differently here and there, but I actually just changed it this last week. Cataclysm Boss, I like great match. Let's come out of retirement for that one. Double J got that boss gimmick down pat. Yeah, if he does the pure absolute greatness, boss, I'll kick him for you. I'll kick him. So, but yeah, dude, in all honesty, like right now, it's been Draven Morrow, for a couple of years now. But yeah, Cataclysm might have to make a return if that was to happen. Definitely. I love seeing this too. That he watches the highlights, the videos, keeps up with it because Boss always had a really good passion for wrestling in general. And that's why I love being able. I think my first 9 months, we did a deal where I was pretty much like Boss owned my contract, so I had to do whatever he told me to do.
Mhm.
And man, I learned a lot working with him, just on like pacing and my character and just in general. I really learned a lot. And Will, thank you. I appreciate you. You know that. Uh,
That's
yeah.
very similar to my experience in ASWF when I got paired up with Gaston early on. That
Yeah.
was I learned a lot faster than I think I would have by getting that opportunity.
Well, and that's the thing, if you're paired up with somebody, whether working with or against, that you can learn from. Tagging with Deadly Dale really taught me a lot about my character. Really taught me a lot about tag wrestling. I felt like we had great chemistry working together. My wife's
Deadly
cousin
Dale was
voiced Pan in Dragon Ball GT. I don't know anything about that. I'm sure Gary gets it.
I could probably explain it to you. Pan is Pan is so Gohan, right? Gohan's Goku's son.
I know Goku.
Okay.
There's the black-headed Goku. There's the bald Goku. There's the fat pink Goku. There's a blonde one, I think. Sometimes I don't know.
Did you ever see the Ninja Goku? I think they call it Naruto.
I have never watched a
that's Ninja
single
Goku.
episode. I don't know anything.
And then there's Bald Goku now. They call it One Punch Man, but that's Bald Goku.
I watched a couple episodes of that.
It's actually pretty good.
Watch it. All right,
But,
Austin asked. I gotta ask. I don't know, how do you pronounce
Tier.
Tier?
Tier is so a lot of people actually, funnily enough, just got an education of where that name comes from because of the game God of War Ragnarok that just came out. But Tyr is the Norse god of war, Norse god of victory. They kind of have it a little bit different in Norse mythology, but that essentially the Norse god of war, and that's actually a part of my shoot name. So that I felt that it sounded too good to not use.
Yeah. If you're looking for someone that makes custom entrance songs, I can't think of his name right now. But he made dance songs for the OMGs and Action Jackson. He's in Little Rock. He's used wrestling. I wonder if he's talking about Clown. I know Clown does a lot of music and stuff.
I'll keep that in mind. I do have somebody that I've been needing to reach out to that I think might be able to get down what I want in terms of my entrance music, but I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Sammy says she's playing Fortnite as Goku. I don't know anything about either of those things. I'm old.
Fortnite's one of those things that make me feel like an old man because it was just I didn't ever get in on that. So
yeah,
these damn Gen Z kids.
It's basically like a battle royal type thing, last man standing thing, but they build stuff and
every other week they release like a character from a thing. Like you could play as Dragon Ball Z characters. They've had LeBron James as playable character, the Terminator, Batman. Like it's like this. It's almost like Smash Brothers in that it's got characters from just everything in it.
Oh, okay.
Fortnite is boring.
Oh God,
Cody down. Yeah.
What's up, Cody?
There's somebody that I've not actually gotten to that I'd like to work a program with at some point.
I think it goes by Loco, I believe. Okay, I don't know. I don't
Or
know
Loco.
who it is, but that's cool. Holy crap. Nephew spent $1,200 in upgrades for Fortnite. Good God. That's where the because the game is free, I believe. If you're streaming.
It's free and it's also one of the most profitable games ever made. So.
Right, because I mean, they sell like the skins and the weapons and crap like that. But $1,200, good Lord, I didn't spend that much on my freaking car. Wait, yeah, I did. I had to fix it. Cody, if you want to pay some of my bills. Oh, Lord have mercy. Good God.
I was about to make a non-PG 13 comment.
Here we go. Josh Franco is his name. So,
all right.
Have to keep that in
keep
mind.
that in
Anybody
mind,
looking
yeah.
for custom music, find Josh Franco.
And if you're looking for custom videos,
Don't get a Hulkagarian. You will be highly disappointed.
you like it when I do this?
Stop. Stop.
And we've just been kicked off of everything.
Yep, get rid of it. Get rid of it. No. Oh,
Kind of want to do that
man.
thing from the 1989 Batman where Joker just like grabs the side of the screen and pulls it over, and then it's just him on the full screen.
Oh man, that is insane. All right, so we're talking about we've been asking random questions, but then when y'all just as always, we're always really interactive in the comments as best we can, you know, and all like that. Curiosity because you primarily wrestled in Arkansas since you started. Who have been your biggest influences in Arkansas wrestling?
Man, you're gonna think that because of present company that this might be a BS answer, but it's not. It's Cataclysm, Draven Morrow.
Let's move to somebody worth it. Yeah.
You want to see him get real uncomfortable? Just sit there and praise him. He'll run away. It's awesome. But
hold on.
There he goes. And now, welcome to the Tiers #1 show. But there's that. There's in terms of tightening up my in-ring work and figuring out making everything that you do in the ring matter. I watched William Blackwell and to just again every year he gets better and better. The best match that I've seen from our guys is him versus Alexander Gold. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube.
You're talking about the Iron Man match?
The Iron Man match.
Because they've wrestled multiple times.
They've wrestled a ton of times. It's a 1 hour. They didn't take any shortcuts, man. It's 1 hour. There's not a ton of outside shenanigans. Like they do have like rest periods, but for the most part, they don't take very many shortcuts in this. They do the whole thing. It's the most impressive thing that I've ever seen live. And Alexander Gold's one of those that I've had a match against him, and it wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. So that's definitely on the list of things that I want to get back to.
And at that point, though, you had been out for a little bit too. So
that comes back to that definitely comes back to the thing where I was getting uncomfortable with wrestling because of how sporadically I was doing it, which is why I'm so thankful for the opportunity at OCW, so that I can start doing things regularly again.
Well, and again, it comes around to like the match that you had with Gold. It comes around with there's some people you click with, some people you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a match a couple years ago at SCW with Ray Stryker. He, old school style, slow paced, and all like that. Should have been a cakewalk. And for some reason, we just did not click at all. I don't know. I feel like it was on me because my brain just went, most of it. It just kind of went, But
that's 2 weeks ago, was the first time I'd ever forgotten the finish of a match. Granted, it's because I got a minor concussion, but that was definitely a thing of like, oh man,
dip ass clothesline. But oh man, enchiladas? What?
All right, here's the real question, Fred. What's your opinion on you want cut or uncut? What's your opinion on foreskin?
Shut the hell up, man. What?
We asked the real questions here on special.
I mute your mic. I muted your mic. You are no longer allowed to talk. Okay, I'm about to unmute you. So keep it clean. Keep it clean. I knew this was going to happen. That's why I told you ahead of time. We try to keep it as clean as possible. Oh Jesus!
There's no way that anybody out there is googling foreskin right now. It's fine.
All right, we'll take a short little another break. We're gonna promote the wine mixer again. Okay, it's been a little bit. Catalina Wine Mixer 3 at the lot in Little Rock, July 1st. So here we go. I love Sleazy. That guy's ugly. Oh yeah, the microphones are still working since I'm doing it this way. Razzle
There's the old razzle dazzle, baby.
My wife gets flatted. I wish I could do something like that. Fred James! Fred James! Fred James! That was so much fun. That was an extremely great learning experience for me right there.
Yeah, actually, I want to, when we get back there, I want to talk about that. So yeah,
hold on just a second. Right here, OCW intro.
This guy's trying to promote his brand.
Hold on just a second. I got somebody that's supposed to be putting a commercial together for that. He just didn't get a chance to do it yet, so that's coming. And anybody that wants to promote their stuff, send me a video clip promoting your stuff. Anywhere 30 seconds, no longer than a minute. Keep it clean. And promote yourself, and we will definitely throw it in here. That's the reason why I had to play that twice, though, is because nobody sent me anything. So if you want to get promoted on here, I know we ain't got a huge following, but I mean we got some people that watch, and you never know, it might help out. So go ahead, Gary.
Well, I don't know if you've ever really gotten the opportunity. This is episode 3, so maybe not. I was kind of wanting to hear. We've never really gotten to talk that much about your match with Gangrel. So I was just kind of wanting to hear a little bit from you, just kind of how you were feeling that day, what you learned, what you guys talked about a little bit, like what you want to, publicly talk about. But I've always wanted to hear a little bit about that. I was there. I got to go on. I think I was on right before you.
Yeah.
Which again, mind blowing. Coming back from that match, and I wasn't feeling so great about how it went. Just coming back and then seeing, Gangrel's still here. So it was like, oh man, I'm not used to seeing people that I grew up watching on television just walking into them like that. So it was a bit jarring.
Right.
But
and that's the thing. He was one of my favorites to watch. I loved the character and everything like that, and getting to sit down. I didn't really get to pick his brain as much as I wanted to, because at the time he was the airlines canceled his flight.
I remember
he got stuck there. His mind was on other things, but I wish the match could have went longer, but it was so daggone hot in there. I got blowed up bad real quick. Afterwards, talking with him and getting some pointers from him on what to work on, how to improve, and this, that, and the other. I'm not going to go into super detail on none of that. Yeah. But man, just getting to learn from him was amazing. It's probably an experience I won't ever get to get to duplicate, because I don't know how much longer I got left to do this stuff. I'm my body's shot already. Boss has got some questions here. A couple things we covered earlier, but he might have missed it. How long you been in the business? Who are you trained by? And why do you go? And do you go by Gary and Tier?
So just about 4 years. The training, primarily, I attribute to 3 people: Draven Morrow, William Blackwell, and Ray. Josh Cross was there for some of it, but those are the 3 main people I would attribute with my training. And I go by Gary and Tier. That's not my shoot name, but it's my shoot name is it's my first and last as a wrestler, but Tier is actually my middle name. But I go by that just because, for the most part, it sounds cool.
K Toomer, cheap plug, Catalina 3. We just played the video.
What's up, KT?
Big man. Yeah. And it's crazy that like myself, Ray, and Josh being a part of a lot of the younger guys that have come up recently, just to think that, because like I really, wasn't like the in-ring guy, for the most part, but like I feel like, like character and psychology I helped out some with and all. But man, yeah, just getting to see a lot of you guys grow and improve, like guys like Will, Grayson Beckett, even Matt Odom and douchebag. He's probably not watching. He don't like me. No, I'm just kidding.
That's somebody else. I don't think he gets. Well, he does. He does get his due from some folks, but he was killing it in Georgia. I know he's run into a slew of injury problems, and so
that's the thing. He's getting some good spots on that, but I love him to death. But man, with all these injuries, he's gonna have to watch himself, or else it's gonna put him on the shelf for good. I still remember the days doing the bar shows. He always ended up bumping on the concrete outside. Like, man,
dude, even the best of us, man. Like I won't say who, but I got a serious talking to about my most recent match because of some of the stuff I did. So I'm still learning to where I need to tone things down. And
yeah. Well, and dude, we're all learning. I mean, no matter how long you've been doing it, you're always learning. You're always growing. If you ever stop learning, it's time to step away because then you ain't doing your job. You ain't doing it right. Got a question. When are you and Gaston going to face FGA in a match that should have happened 3 years ago?
That's
Good question.
I don't know. Somebody's chicken ankle broke right before that was supposed to happen. So
chicken ankle.
Where is the lot? It's in Little Rock. Hit up K Toomer. He can tell you. I don't know the address. I can't remember.
I am 100% down for that match, of course. Wherever somebody has the money to book the almighty Gary and Tier, that's not good.
You're supposed to get paid doing this?
Usually it's just a hand job, but
watch your mouth.
They do this. It's a job and it's with their hands. Yeah, you just heard a whole bunch of hand jobs.
All right, KT just posted this address to the lot: 601 West 4th Street, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Be there July 1st for Battle of the Catalina Wine Mixer Part 3.
Everybody gets free wine.
Hey, Cody, one condition: winning team gets Fred.
That's in it.
That would be a battle between Brian and Will.
I thought we should dangle Fred in a shark cage.
I think OCW has one of those. I think
There we
I'm
go.
not. I can't remember. I think they do though. Yeah, I believe so.
Nope, I'm scared of heights.
No, their building's not that tall, and they had it on the ground. If I'm remembering correctly, which might not be physically possible for me to remember correctly.
If you're remembering correctly, then there's a problem.
I don't remember things very well, so
I don't either. What was the finish? Shit.
oh Lord have mercy. Earl Hebner, this stuff. How many rock bottoms was that? You ever see that? Talking about
There's
the angle in the rock. It was supposed to be. He was supposed to count on the second rock bottom or something like
and
that.
he shoots him a look. This is the meanest I've ever seen the Rock look. The look that he shoots Hebner when he hits that last one. Like, you're gonna count, right? Like, I've had that kind of experience. Interestingly enough.
yeah, we all have. Yeah, and I mean, things have to change sometimes. And
I just
that's
yelled at
why
the referee.
I'll tell you right now, referees, they ask me stuff about it, and I'll straight up be like, count the 1, 2, 3, or signify the tap out. That's all you need to know.
I gotta tell you,
need to know.
So I got a little story on refs. I wish I could remember the guy's name because he did such a good job. Picked up the red and blue card. He did such a good job under duress, and oh, good Lord, Titans of Violence. Yeah, where's I know Don's had some stuff going on, so I hope he's doing well. But I'd love to see. Yeah, Don,
somebody died.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah,
but
he's having a rough go for it. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So the ref I had in my last match. There you go. There's a match.
No, just kidding, Joe. Just kidding.
So
with me.
This referee I think was on, and I wish I remember their name, but it's a referee for SCW, and I think this it was his second show or second match. I can't remember which. No, not yeah, the one that I had to yell at. That is that guy.
Mine was not him. Mine was over in Tennessee.
But anyway. Essentially what had happened was I didn't get quite knocked out, but I definitely I got hit in the face, and then I got hit in the face again, and then I got hit in the neck. And then everything just kind of went gray. I couldn't I didn't get knocked out, but my brains got scrambled and I forgot everything. And my opponent, who was Tyler Knight, he's checking on me, and the referee, again, very little experience, did everything he was supposed to do, and I wasn't responding to him very quickly. So he got put in a very tough position, and he never nothing ever kayfabe did not get broken, really. He stuck with things, and he got put in a very tough position, and he did everything really well. He made sure I was okay. So I feel so bad because I barely remember the names of family members, and I can't remember this gentleman's name, but
that's why you think I hey, what's up, bub? How you doing, bub? How you doing, man?
Chief?
Hey, you doing all right there, Bubba? All right.
But yeah, that was a recent experience I had where I actually had some a good referee that was able to think on their feet and adapt to a difficult situation that they were put into.
Yeah, most definitely. I still remember we went to Tennessee. Me and Will, when me and Will were running together, and against Alpha Omega, Camaro Jackson, and Kenny Alfonso. Very good wrestlers. Very good. They were still pretty new at the time, but something got changed midway, or not really, barely even midway. But what the hell's that noise? Is your phone on the camp? Where's your phone at? Because it's probably too close to the microphone.
Do you think it's the supernatural?
No, the phone.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, the referee dude hit me with a move. And the referee goes, 1, 2, and stops. And I'm just like, ah. So we end up having Tab and Ray rush the ring. We all just beat the crap out of them and stuff like that. But man, I hate K2. Who you talking to on this? Another cheap plug for Catalina Wine Mixer 3. I've already done a couple of videos on it, but we'll keep plugging it. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure he's talking to Fred in that one.
He's probably talking to all of us. The
that comment went away fast. No, I actually had to kick out of a tag team's finisher once because somebody was late hitting the ring. That was a cluster mess of a match at Livewire. It was literally myself and Grace and Becca got thrown together just because it was the two Arkansas guys put them together, even though our gimmicks did not go together at all. But they stuck us together.
Talking to you. He was talking to you.
Oh,
he already knows I need to get in shape, so it's like a redundant thing to say to me. So
get them Buffalo Wild Wings ready, buddy. You know I'm down, man. And yeah, it was funny. I remember the only person I remember in the match. There was a guy that had the gimmick name of the Anomaly. I wish I could remember. He was really good. But Big Game James, I like him because he looks like Idris Elba. So he's cool. He was supposed to hit the ring, but he hit the ring late, so I had to kick out of like a tag finisher that I don't think anybody's kicked out of yet. Like, oh well, we were, I don't know. It was supposed to go to a no contest, and it was a #1 contenders match, so I thought I had to kick out. So,
oh yeah,
stuff happens.
Get in shape, man. I'm fat. Look what I'm doing. Yeah, but you're athletic. I'm just old, and Garen's just bald.
It takes a lot of energy out of me.
Oh Lord, have mercy, man. I'm very happy with the amount of interaction we've had on this one. The viewership has stayed up a little higher than normal. Especially since I'm streaming on 4 different deals, again, my personal page, the SDU fan page on my YouTube channel, and newly on my Twitch channel, which I have 0 subscribers to as of right now, but you never know. And hey, an extra person watching is an extra person watching, so that's cool.
Yeah, they subscribe on there, they won't get ads, and I don't know. David gets 2 cents per view.
Hey, if I get a few more followers on Facebook, I can start getting stars.
Hey,
yeah, I don't know anything about what that's for, but apparently it's a thing. You
get hypothetical money.
Oh, well, I mean, whatever works.
Use it to book hypothetical wrestlers.
Joseph asking what Special Dummies Unit. Special Dummies Unit on Twitch. Draven Morrow on YouTube. Special Dummies Unit on Facebook fan page, and then my personal page, which I don't want to add you on there. You smell funny. That was stupid.
And we'll be on RedTube soon enough.
RedTube?
And
that's the porn site, ain't
it? And we're gonna be moving on.
Oh, it's not?
We're gonna be on Redbox. We're gonna be on Redbox soon.
Redbox.
That's stupid, Fred. That's stupid. That's just stupid.
What?
Hey,
hypoallergenic wrestlers? Huh? What?
We all have.
I'm too dumb to understand that.
When you have to get a hyperallergenic cat, it's a hairless cat. So I think he wants us all to shave all of our hair off.
No, it took me like 6 months to grow this.
I'm not doing that again. That was a one-time thing. I don't have a jawline. I have to have a beard.
I was seriously concerned that my work, once I let it start growing out, because when it like gets a little bit grown out, I end up looks like a bunch of pubes on my face. I ain't gonna lie. But once it grew out longer, I was like, man, they're not going to like this. I'm a salesman, okay? I sell metal. And I was fully expecting them like, we'd like you to trim that off or something like that. Nope, they like it. They're like, yeah, just brush it every once in a while. I'm like, shit.
Like, if occasionally pick out the food, there's
But I mean,
birds living in it every once in a while.
what am I going to snack on in the middle of the night? Do that.
Pull out that pizza pocket, baby. Pizza warm.
Oh Lord, I would have said corn dog, but I know you'd probably make a wiener joke.
I would never talk about wieners and Fred and other things of the sort.
Oh my God.
Really? Really?
You brought up corn dogs and wieners, sir.
I like corn dogs. You gotta eat them sideways, though. Because I will not eat them regular around another grown man, because I do not want to hear that crap. Hyperallergenia. Are you insinuating that it takes baths? What's that crap? Wieners are. Hey, that is. We said wieners. That is the most PG word that we can use without just saying penis, because penis sounds stupid.
Yeah.
So you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth there, Brian Christopher Robertson.
I really think
you go
Oscar
back
Mayer.
to Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, you can't talk about Winnie the Pooh in China.
I watched that South Park episode. That's literally the only reason why I know anything about that.
Speaking of Winnie
so
the Pooh,
we just got banned in China.
Not that Winnie the Pooh, but speaking of Winnie the Pooh, the movie, I really want to see it.
Oh, Blood and Honey?
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't all that great, but I've heard other people say it was.
But probably watch it at home.
Werner's? What's a Werner? Ha ha. Autocorrect is not your friend.
The one movie I want to see.
He's talking about Germans.
The one movie I want to see, it comes out tomorrow. Scream. The new Scream.
Scream 6. Yep.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to.
I thought it came out today.
No,
I think today. Yeah, I know some people are going to a showing tonight, so I think it's
that's what I was thinking. I had a few people tell me that they were going to.
Didn't we watch the other one at the movie theater, or was it here?
The fifth one?
Yeah.
I think we went to the movies.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I still need to catch up on that one.
And I love
the fifth one wasn't bad.
I love how you never know who the killer is. They say the sixth one.
That's kind of the point of it.
They say the sixth one, when they reveal who the killer is, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna see it coming like the other ones. Yeah.
But it's interesting because it's there's not a lot of horror movies that have a kind of a whodunit element to it anymore. That's why the Scream movies kind of stand out in that aspect.
Yeah, the first one I watched, I already knew who the killer was when I watched.
No, you didn't.
I knew who it was.
You barely know who you are.
There's two killers in the first one, so you're already wrong.
Oh.
Brian, shut up.
oh yeah, I forgot there was two of them. Okay.
Yeah, I told you he is obsessed with Fred. He is obsessed with Fred. Brian said I can't speak when you're talking. He is obsessed with you.
But
if Fred would let him, Brian would just move in with us and live in Fred's room.
Anyway,
Fred, would you watch the whole movie if they told you at the beginning who the killer was?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, if you already know see, I get the aspect of knowing who the killer is. Like say, in majority of the Freddy Krueger movie, Nightmare on Elm Street, you know who the killer is.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Myers, you know who he is. Even Jason, after the first one, you know who it is. So I get the aspect of where you're talking about. You don't know who it is till the end. It's supposed to be a surprise, but. Yeah, shut up. I couldn't think anything. I went off on a tangent and went in complete mode.
I'm hoping if they make another one, Sydney be in the next one.
I've seen something about they've already greenlit a Scream 7, So that's
Oh,
probably coming down the line.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Because
it wasn't Jason in the fifth one.
Yeah,
It was
that's
still-
the
It
yeah,
was
it's the guy
Jason's.
pretending to be Jason.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about
Are you
that.
talking about
I
the
think
Hulk?
that's New Blood.
No. It's the one where they thought it was Jason, ended up being one kid's dad or something.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while since I've
okay.
seen that,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
been
still that you still you understand the premise though of where I'm going with it though.
Yeah.
on there.
In the first one, you didn't even see Jason until the second one.
Well, he pops up at the end. He's the kid that attacks the
coming out of the
lady in the
water.
Yeah.
Wasn't that wasn't even the original ending on that? I
Yeah,
think.
they stuck it. The producers or the directors saw Carrie, because the ending of
Yeah.
Carrie has the arm coming out of the grave.
Yeah.
So they saw Carrie, and they were like, "Oh, we need an ending like that." So they thought of, this is where we'll bring Jason in, and that's how they got that ending.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm still upset that they didn't do a Freddy versus Jason versus Michael Myers. I'm upset about that.
That seems overkill to me. In my opinion, it was the best one. It had all the elements of a good Friday the 13th movie. It slashed them up and showed boobies.
It's a winning formula. I
Do
gotta
what?
say it's a winning formula. I gotta say in terms of like horror remakes, which are pretty common now, I felt like the Friday the 13th remake was actually one of the
like
better ones
that
in the
one.
series.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as well. Like especially like for people that hadn't seen Friday the 13th, I think that if they went in with a clean mind on it, not knowing the lore of it and everything like that, I think they would have really enjoyed it. But a lot of people just don't like change. They don't like remakes and stuff like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake where they used that dude that played Rorschach in The Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, I enjoyed that movie, but I tried to watch it as a standalone instead of into the actual lore. But the only thing was though is that they almost make you sympathize with him to an extent. So it's kind of like, I mean, he was supposed to be a kid killer. I mean,
Yeah, especially when the whole backstory. Yeah, the whole backstory eventually that comes out about how he was born, like from the nun getting trapped in the insane asylum and stuff. Like, yeah, he's by the end of the regular series, he's definitely not a sympathetic character.
No, but like on the remake, like a lot of people, I think the problem is like if you go back and you watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy was barely even in it. It was like the second or third one before he started doing his cheesy one-liners that really like made the character pop and all. But like the way that the dude did Freddy in the remake, I think that's the problem was people kept trying to compare him to Robert Englund. There's no comparison there. Like in all honesty, Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. Hands down, you can't replace him. But I thought the guy did a decent job at it.
That's why I thought the Evil Dead remake was smart in that aspect of not recasting it.
Great value, Freddy.
Made the smart move
like
of not recasting Ash. They just did a different set of characters because they knew that Ash is intrinsically linked to Bruce Campbell. Ash is Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell is Ash.
Yeah. Well, and what was bad on the Evil Dead series, the original movie wasn't supposed to be comedic, but because I think that was like one of his first movies he did, and several of the actors in it were really new to the scene, so their acting wasn't all that great, and that's what that cheesiness about it is what made it a cult phenomenon, and then that's when they moved to more comedic aspects to it after that because people just got into it so much. Like, I haven't seen it in years, but
I think the original still holds up. It uses practical effects, which I usually favor over special effects. Because you have to have a really, really big budget, I think, to make your special effects really. That's why, like, I compare the 1982 thing to the prequel that came out in 2011, and I think that's one of the huge contrasts that the 82 movie looks better despite being way older because they use practical effects rather than
Oh
they
yeah.
do what
You
used
know, originally when that came out, it bombed too.
I know
Like
that's it's honestly one of the greatest sci-fi horror movies ever made, and
yeah,
it's
it
critically
was.
panned.
Well, it's kind of like like the original Halloween movie. It defined the genre.
Mhm.
It really did. And what was sad is the original the two first Halloween movies. That was supposed to be it for Michael Myers. It was supposed to be more of an anthology style
Mhm. Yeah, the second
series.
one, he didn't even want to do the second one. I think it was a contractual obligation or something along those lines. But John Carpenter, by the second one, already wanted to do what ended up being the third one, which was the one about a evil corporation sending these
Season,
masks out.
but Season of the Witch.
I love
Yeah.
Season of the Witch.
And see, and that's the thing. If you take it out of the series, if you
Mhm.
put that as a standalone movie, it works.
Yep.
But it's so many people wanted to put it in the mix, keep it in the mix with Michael Myers, wondering where's he at? When's he gonna pop up? And I think that's why it had a stigma about it for years.
Welcome to our horror movie podcast. We're
Army of Darkness was a blatant ripoff of Ernest Scared Stupid.
So there's an alternate universe out there where Jim Varney plays Ash in the Evil Dead series.
And that's Ernest Scared Stupid. It made a Halloween game for the Atari 2600. Really? I did not know that.
Even crazier than that, there's an Atari 2600 game on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that you actually play as Leatherface.
Really?
It's very. I mean, it's a game made in the 70s, so it's very simple. But yeah, you're just chasing kids through the woods with a chainsaw.
Talking about that, what do you think about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre they put out on Netflix?
So I was very against it. I didn't think the trailers did it very much justice because the trailers painted it up being one kind of movie that when you actually see it, it's not that kind of movie. Because I thought it was going to be kind of I saw a lot of jokes in the trailer that struck me as like old men making criticism of
people. Like the kid, like
you're canceled, bro.
You're canceled, bro, and then he gets murderlated.
But once I actually got to see some of it, I was like, okay, that it's not that the whole time. I didn't dig what they did with the returning character. I can't remember.
Yeah, the final girl from one of the older ones. That was the first one. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I thought the premise of it was pretty well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thought process, he's pretty much hidden away in this, old town, abandoned town, and that old lady was the only thing pretty much keeping him from just freaking going insane. And as soon as she croaks, he's like, here's the chainsaw. I just think it's crazy. He pulled that chainsaw out of the wall and it just cranked right up. And I'm like, shit, I take excellent care of my stuff, and it takes me like 20 minutes just to get the damn mower to crank.
That's the funny thing is, like, past like the first two movies, he never has trouble getting the chainsaw on. And the first two movies is actually a little bit more realistic because it takes him a few tries. And I think that's even a joke in the second one where he's trying to get the chainsaw revving and it just won't rev. The second one's my favorite one.
I have one of them in my room. I can't remember which one it is.
You don't own a chainsaw.
Not a chainsaw. I mean, the Texas Chainsaw movie.
You probably stole it.
Fred needs to enter with a chainsaw the next time he comes out with somebody.
Right here. The ultimate enemy is a Ryobi chainsaw. You are not kidding. Ryobi can make some decent stuff, but their chainsaws and their drills do not last. I used to have a Ryobi drill when I worked for Dish Network. Man, I'd go through one of them about every 2 months. Tear it up.
I'm surprised they never did a gag with an electric chainsaw where he just runs and the extension cord unplugs and he's like,
right. He's like, well, this will work for now. Come back here. I need you over here. I can't reach. I don't have a solar charger.
Yeah, that's why, like, if you ever gotten to play it, he was a DLC character in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, I've got him on there. I
Um,
bought
he's fun to
the expanded
XL.
version.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was on there. Like, think about if there was a whole movie where he was just in Walmart. He's over there with the heart chainsaw trying to get the battery in. Well,
So that's fun. That's a story. I don't know how true this is, but that's similar to the story of how the director Toby Hooper came up with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He was in a crowded supermarket, and he was standing next to the chainsaws, and he was just thinking, like, "Man, I could get through this crowd really fast."
I know you know the story about that iconic ending scene where he's doing like the chainsaw dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, the filming of that movie was hell. Filming independent horror movies throughout that time, like there are stories about The Evil Dead, The Exorcist. Not all of those were independent.
Oh yeah.
Filming horror movies in the 70s and the 80s was some real Wild West stuff. So yeah, essentially,
I heard the same thing about like sci-fi, like the Predator, the original Predator movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think that I can't remember how long they had Jean-Claude Van Damme for that, but anyway, the Texas Chainsaw one was they actually filmed it in Texas, so the weather is insane. Like it's like 110 every day.
Yeah.
When they're actually on set, it's even hotter. And so like when they would have like animal like parts and stuff out, you'd go rotten straight away. People were throwing up and stuff. And the story I had heard was that's awesome. I hope they serve like sausage and stuff. Yeah, I what I had heard was that the final dance was just essentially him just exercising his demons. He was just going crazy with the chain, and they're.
I heard he was messing with the cameraman too, trying to scare the cameraman.
That I believe that 100%.
And like it was supposed to be a gag towards the cameraman, and they decided, well, that's cool, let's keep it, and it became iconic. You know, you've seen it, parodied in a bunch of movies and stuff.
They even reused.
How'd we go from wrestling to horror movies?
It's our.
This was a hell of a segue, and we've almost been on here for 2 hours. Most of the time we go about an hour and a half. But man, this has been fun tonight. I really enjoyed it.
I've had a blast.
Honestly, we need you back on here. It keeps it interesting because most of the time it's just me talking to people in the comments. Because Fred don't say hardly anything. I'm picking his nose.
Get in there. Get in there.
Give me some boobies.
Get in there.
You lucky I can't say what I want to say on camera.
So sometimes I'll do impressions of
Fred put on his good pants for the show.
Sometimes I'll do an impression of Fred in front of my sister because I like doing that. And she says I sound like an old prospector whenever I do Fred's voice.
Do it.
Okay, so sorry. I love you, Fred. But like Fred will be like, so what do you think of Cody Rhodes right now? Like stuff like that.
What?
I don't know. I have no idea how accurate it is, but that's my Fred impression. I love you, Fred.
Oh my Lord. So I heard somebody laughing in the background.
That's my sister's favorite.
Oh. Oh Lord, have mercy. Just folding clothes and have a good time. Well, I'm glad we can entertain you while you do laundry.
Now give us some money.
That's our goal. Make sure you got stuff to entertain you while you fold clothes.
Yeah.
Well, I had an idea. I had an idea of what they should be doing while they're watching us, but you thought that was a terrible idea.
That is inappropriate. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. But man, it's almost 10 o'clock. We may have to cut it off here soon.
No, I'm getting sick.
Yeah, I gotta get up early and go to work because work is a thing I have to do.
You nerd.
Yeah, like I gotta pay bills or something. Jesus. But yeah, anybody still watching? Catch us at Thursday on. I can't talk straight. Catch us Thursdays at 8 o'clock. SDU Special Dummies Unit fan page. If you're friends with me on Facebook, on my personal page, YouTube, Draven Morrow, and then also now on Twitch, Special Dummies Unit. So keep it simple, so yeah, if like I said, we'll be on here every Thursday unless I'm not around and I got stuff going on. Like the week of my anniversary, we're going to be gone the whole week, so we won't do it that week. But outside of that, we'll be here. Yeah. Maybe Gary and Tier will make a regular appearance if he's not too busy, trying to steal money from people selling video games.
I am a very.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
It's a.
I just paid $50 for this video game. How much can you give me? Well, I can give you about $3 in store credit. Oh, wait, that's GameStop.
Yeah, we're a little bit
close enough.
We're a little bit more
close enough. It's all the same. Is that racist towards game stores? They all look alike to me. Cedric right here. I got hats now. Good for you. Oh, you mean for gimmicks to sell?
Awesome.
Okay, cool. That's awesome, man.
I thought he was just telling us, "Hey, I got a new hat."
That's a couple weeks ago. He shows up with a freaking sword to go out with, and I was like, I got one of them in my trunk. It's got a little handguard on it though, so mine's safer. He went out last week with some LED light up, look like billy clubs. Because the guy he's tagging with is an actual police officer in the area, and they're both huge. It's like 900 pounds of holy crap. Just kidding, Sid. Just kidding. I keep saying that so that way he don't beat me up. He's a big old boy. But yeah, I guess we're gonna call it a night. Before we go, we gotta play this video again.
I can't watch. Okay.
Let's watch it one more time. One more time.
Tragedy. I can't watch. Okay.
I'm so glad you didn't break a hip when you did that. Because I sure the hell wasn't taking you to the doctor. I take you home like, now you can go to the doctor. You're out of my care.
The icing on the cake is Fred predicting that it's going to go poorly, and then it does straight away.
Fred is a psychic. Oh, no, wait, I missaid it. Psycho. Yeah. All right, people. Let me.
Later.
We are gonna cut this out. Gary, I'm gonna remove you from the stream. Hang tight though. Bye-bye. Screw you, Fred. All right, anybody watching, I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking with us for almost 2 hours of stupid. We were having fun, but hey, y'all have a good one. Oh, I want to play this thing again. Where'd it go? In a world full of idiots, 2 men stand out among the rest. Those men are part of a special division known as the Special Dummies Unit. These are their stories.